beginning our warm-up on hands and knees, tabletop position. You have your hands shoulder width apart, shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists, fingers spread nice and wide, tightening up through your core for a nice flat back, hips over knees, big toes into the mat. On an inhale, we're going to lead with our tailbone, moving through each vertebrae until we get to the head to rise last. On an inhale. On an exhale, we're going to lead with that tailbone again, curling up through each vertebrae, and very last, dropping the head. Fully exhale. Inhaling, back to tailbone. Pulling chest forward, head comes up last. And exhaling. Tailbone first, head left. A couple more of these, your own pace. Finding movement in your hips. Side to side, front to back. Whatever your body is intuitively telling you that you need today. After your next cat pose, Marjarasana, you're going to move your right hand to the center, lifting your left arm up, opening up, and then threading underneath your left arm, reaching your palm as far out as is comfortable, pressing the back of your right palm into the floor. You're going to crawl your left hand forward and press your left armpit down towards the mat. Feeling a nice stretch in your left shoulder as well as in your right shoulder blade as you press evenly through the back of your right palm and your left palm. Then breathe. On an inhale, bring your left palm back under your shoulder, pressing up, opening the right arm back up, and returning the right hand down to meet the left. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. First, we'll move the right hand to the center of the mat. On an inhale, reach the left arm up, open up your chest, and on an exhale, I'm going to thread it under the right hand, stretching the back of that left hand out, crawling your right fingers up. You're going to press into the back of your left hand and rotate your right shoulder down, and facing your armpit towards the mat.
Luke, if I see a bum, I'll give it a little bumbly bum.
And breathing here.
Come, Luke.
On an inhale, put your right hand back under your right shoulder, stretching your left arm up before placing it back down next to the right.
Wow, this is amazing!
From here, we're going to widen our knees and our feet to the side of the mat. We're going to curl your toes. And we're going to walk our hands back, meeting in Malasana. Please leave the camera. Can you see me?
I can hug it. I want to hug it.
Trying to keep your spine straight
I love
here without scrunching up the back of your neck. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, equally pushing into your palms at the same time that you're pressing your elbows into your inner thighs, pressing your knees away from each other, your thighs away from each other. And breathing into this deep hip stretch.
What did Dad say about the aircraft? We can shop for another decision.
Can we talk about it later?
How much longer?
I'm only doing warm-ups. I'm maybe halfway, maybe not even. All right. If this is hard for you to do, if the pose is not working for you, or you're not able to get your feet flat to the floor, and grab a block. You can sit on it on its lowest level, its mid-level, or its highest level. Whatever is working best in your body. You can sit with your spine up, using the backs of your forearms to press your knees open. If you feel any pain, then this is a sign from your body that you need to modify. I'm happy to help modify. I'm happy to offer props if you need them. I'm going to demonstrate the poses that I'm going to guide you through today. So if you're comfortable in Malasana, feel free to hang out. Otherwise, maybe grab a block and have a seat. When it's time, I'm going to instruct you through. I'm trying to film myself so that I can watch this later. So be respectful, please.
Oh, come on! You can do it.
Crawly baby, please. Please, in another room. I'm videoing myself. If you're here to do yoga, that's fine. But ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to step out of the yoga studio.
I'm doing it.
Yes, you're fine. Crawly baby, it's not a place for the crawly baby. All right, we're going to rock back into Paripurna Navasana, boat pose. And it'll look like dropping down to your bum like this, resting your feet gently on the floor, maybe using your shins to help you on an inhale, rising up, lengthening through your spine, and on the exhale, raise. And you can, if this is not working for you, maybe assisting with just a little bit of pressure behind the thighs. Otherwise, we're going to try to keep our backs nice and straight. The idea here is to guide your thighs towards your ribs, not to have the highest legs in the room, and being able to breathe while you're here. On the next exhale, resting your feet. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, rising again. Maybe you take a different arm variation. Maybe you try to raise your arms up overhead. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale, lower gently. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale to rise for your third and final expression. Maybe you try to straighten one leg at a time. Maybe you go for both legs. Maybe you really want to challenge today and you try straight arms as well. And breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Lower your feet.
This is intense.
Yeah, it's meant to be work.
I hope you're halfway.
Okay. From here, we're going to lower all the way down, keeping your feet on the mat, lowering all the way down one vertebrae at a time. Bringing your knees towards the ceiling. We're going to open them out, letting the bottoms of your feet come together in Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose, or butterfly. Just noticing the effects of that practice. Maybe you're feeling it in your hip flexors. Maybe you're feeling it in your abdominals. Just taking another couple of breaths here. from here, you can use your hands on either side of your knees to assist them back up towards the ceiling. Walk your heels in close to your tailbone with your arms down flat by your side, where you can maybe touch the back of your heels with your fingertips. Keeping your knees drawing in towards each other, almost like there's a force field between your knees. We're going to press into our heels to rise our hips up. Pressing the floor away with your arms. That can look like this. Using your upper arms and elbows. It can look like this. Using the backs of your arms and your palms. And breathe. It is important to not turn your head in this pose. Do not want to injure our necks. Our necks should be relaxed. You should be feeling this in your quads.
But what if you're uncomfortable with this?
If you're uncomfortable in this, is a good question. Rising up onto your toes on an inhale. On an exhale, slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time. If this is not working for you, grab your block. Grab your block maybe? And you'll tuck your block underneath on whatever level is feeling best for you. On the lowest level, on the mid-level, or on the highest level, which feels challenging to me.
Mama,
All right.
are we past halfway?
Just do the class for as long as the class is, okay? Just try to appreciate it. All right, we're going to do that again. Setting up for round 2. On an inhale, we're going to press into our heels. Rising the hips. Maybe this time you clasp your hands underneath your back and roll your shoulder blades under your body, pressing into your upper arms and your clasped hands. Pushing down into the heels and also pushing the heels forward to the front of the room. Breathing in and out through the nose. On an inhale, coming to your tippy toes, walking those arms back out to your side, and slowly lowering one vertebrae at a time until your lower back is flush with your mat. Inhale and exhale through the nose. All right, we're going to do one last expression. Maybe you go for your fullest expression. Maybe you use a block. Again, listening to what your intuition is telling you, what your body's telling you. On an inhale, rising up. Feeling the knees pulling towards each other. The heels pressing down and forward. The neck relaxed. Maybe closing your eyes. Tuning into the sensations that you feel in your body. Noticing your alignment. Breathing in. And out through your nose. Yeah? Okay. On an inhale, coming up to your tiptoes. And on an exhale, slowly lowering down. All the way till the lower back is pressed into the mat. Take your feet wide to the outside of your mat and let your knees fall in to reset the back. Just feeling the effects of that bridge pose. Setu Bandhasana. From here, finding any last movement that your body might want before Shavasana. Pulling your knees all the way into your chest. Pavanamuktasana. Rolling side to side. Pressing that lower back into the mat. Stretching out long onto the mat. Getting any kind of movement out, any kind of wiggles out before finding stillness. Slightly tucking your chin. Relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing your arms. Relaxing your hands and your fingers. Relaxing your back. Relaxing your glutes. And your quads. Relaxing your knees.